Good one too.
Oh,
get him. G'day everyone, Kitching here. In today's video, we're talking you through a session we had recently on some nice big tiger squid. We're going to be giving you some basic but important tips so that you can go out there and catch yourself a beautiful feed of calamari. I just want to put out there that we are not experts, but this is what works for us, and I'm sure it'll work for you guys too. There's some cool footage coming up in this one, but you may be wondering why we're using such unconventional gear and cheap squid jigs. Well, if you stick around until the end of the video, I'll tell you why. For now though, let's get straight into the action and tips. This was our first drift. Just loosen the drag on that maybe, just to squid drag. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, whatever you think. Look at the wave up front there.
yeah.
Yep, got one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Murray.
Yeah. Yep.
You got one?
Yeah. There it is.
Very good.
No, but good eater. Get the net. You're on too. Big one.
Jesus.
That's a big squid. I'll deal with this one. Yep, he's up the top.
Try and don't bring him in until he's squirrely.
Yeah.
Get a bucket ready to put him in.
Yeah.
Squid propel themselves backwards, so it's best to scoop from behind them when using a landing net.
I'll keep the bucket with no water in it, eh? So they can't squirt.
No water, just try and get
Now that my squid was in the bucket, it was time to net Dad's.
Yeah. Alright, he's in the bucket. Well, you come that side on me. Sorry. That's a nice one, Dad.
Yeah.
Bring him, face him that way a bit. Yeah. Take it easy. Keep him coming. Keep him coming. Bit more.
Put him away.
Now just hold him out of the water.
Yeah.
This spot is an island surrounded by shallow reef and broken ground, which is a type of structure that squid love. We're fishing in 5 to 10 metres of water and we catch plenty of squid in this depth. We don't like going much shallower when there is swell involved, however sometimes we cast up into shallower areas. The wind direction determines which side of the island we fish, as you want to be drifting away from the island rather than towards it for your safety.
Yep.
No?
Yep. Another one?
Yeah.
Hopefully you get one too.
A bit better one. Your one.
Yeah.
Probably one of the big ones.
Yeah. Yep, nice one. It's only in one tentacle, so.
This is the moment when disaster struck and it was the last time we used the net.
Alright, you got him there?
Yeah.
Yep. I'll just get the jig out of him even. Oh. Oh, he went through the net. He's gone. Might just have to grab him behind the head and rip him into the bucket real quick. What do you reckon?
Yeah, well, that's not good.
Let's go back up while they're there.
Now once we drifted out into about 10 metres of water, all we were doing was going back to start the drift again. Once you catch 1 or 2 squid, you can bet there will usually be a few more there, so keep fishing the same spot that you hooked them. There are 2 basic techniques we use to work our jigs while we're drifting. The first one is to give them a couple of sharp flicks up before letting them slowly sink back down again. This is when the squid usually grab it. This also helps to avoid snagging the reef. As we drift out a bit deeper, we simply let our jigs drag behind the boat, opening our bail arm to let them sink deeper every now and again. Both techniques work to treat this day. As you can see here, I'm in free spool, allowing that jig to sink back down again, and sure enough,
got one. Yeah. Good one too. Yep. Yep. Good one. Oh, that's a good squid. Take your time on it.
When you get yours in, I'll get yours.
Yeah.
I'll just hold this one. Just gonna have to grab him right behind the head.
Yeah. Hard and like
pull
hard.
him away from the boat.
Yeah. I can see mine. Yours is going. These are big squid. I might even be able to just grab
I'll
him.
get him.
Righto.
Just leave mine in the holder.
Yeah. It'll stay on.
Bring him along there.
Yeah.
Oh, thought he's gone.
No. Grab him hard. Go.
Oh, you.
Get him. Get him. In the bucket and just off free spool. In the bucket. Now you get yours.
Get that rag onto that stuff up the side of the boat then.
Yeah. Yeah. We're right. It's off.
squid ink is terrible stuff that stains like you wouldn't believe. But if you get a wet rag onto it straight away, you should be fine. You'll never get it out of your clothes though.
How close are you? Righto.
I'll bring him alongside.
He's going to squirt. Pop these other ones in there, eh?
Yeah.
The best way to look after your catch is to give them a brain spike or a solid karate chop to the back of the head before putting them straight on ice.
Just like that?
Yeah.
See where he goes. I've got, oh, I had one. I'll get one too here, I reckon. I did have one at me. I'll come over you, I reckon. What do you think? Put mine in the rod holder over here.
To make sure you don't rip the squid jig out of their flesh, make sure you wind steadily like Dad is here, and set your drag lightly to let the squid run if they lunge.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're on.
I'll still have to come get yours, so...
I might be able to just put the rod down and grab the line and pull it.
Nah, I'll get it. Mine's a long way out still, so... Mine doesn't feel as big. I'll just put him in the rod holder. He'll be right there. There's tension. Yeah, just try and keep the tension on, but keep him low in the water a bit. Alright, I got him now. He's got a couple of tentacles, so...
Point him away.
He's got a hold of me.
Just keep him there. I'll get the lure.
Oh, if he'd let go of me.
Yeah.
Let me get that out.
You ready? I'll bring the bucket to you. Stay there.
Yeah. Mine's still on there.
Yeah. Right, straighten the bucket.
I'll bring him in. It's on my hand.
Just keep his head pointed down.
Yeah. Just trying to get that beak around. Try and get him off. Jesus. Oh, mine's not off, is it? No.
Yeah.
Not as big, that's all.
Yeah.
That's alright. You'll be able to just grab the leader and point his head away.
Yeah.
and then just grab him with your other hand. That's the way. Now I'll bring the bucket to you as well. Got him?
Yeah.
Put your hand up here. Oh, nice. Oh, stay in the boat. Right, there we go, guys. They're all around that size, maybe a little bit bigger, a couple of them, and a few smaller ones, but they're all good eating. So we're going to go straight back up. Once you find a patch, there's often more there. So if you get a couple or you get one, go straight back up and drift over them again. So that's what we're going to do, and that's what we've been doing. So anyway, nice one. You probably got it. Just go easy on it though. Nah, free sport. Or is it there?
If you have a strike and miss it, open your bail arm and drop the jig back to the squid. Usually it will get eaten again. Here comes a great example.
Oh, I just had one. Bugger. Must have come through a patch. Yep.
Yep, you're right.
I free spooled it back.
Yeah. Good one too, that one.
Yeah. He's a nice one. Got him. Hold him out that way.
Just had a squirt.
Oh, we had one just in the bucket.
So back at the ramp, I just thought I'd give you a look at these squid so you could see the size of them and how long their tentacles are. You can eat those too, and they're absolutely delicious, and it also means less waste. I also thought this was cool. The squid skin was changing colour even after it was dead. They're great at changing colour as camouflage depending on what sort of bottom structure they're on.
Now, as I said before the video finished, I wanted to show you what tackle we're using because, as you would have seen through the video, it was really unconventional. And if we can go out and catch squid on 30-pound leader and reef fishing gear, anyone can go out and do it. The reason is because we were actually out reef fishing that morning and didn't do very well. So we figured we may as well stop in at that spot that some of you might recognise to try and chase a few squid on the way home for a feed. So in the video, Dad was using this rod with 30-pound leader and I was using one with 14-pound leader, so a little bit lighter, but you still definitely don't need that for squid. Now what I will say is one bonus of using that heavier gear is if you do get snagged on that reef, you often tend to pull the jig off by straightening the prongs at the back. So if you use lighter line, you'll often just bust the lure off, but if you pull it off with a heavier line, you can just straighten those prongs again and they're good to go. Now the other thing you may have noticed is the jigs that we were using were just your cheap ones that you find at BCF or Anaconda for a few dollars, and there's a couple of reasons for this. So the weight or size that we use are usually the 4.0 and the 3.5. If it's a really calm day with a slow drift or you're fishing really shallow, that 3.5 is good, but if it's a little bit windier and you're drifting faster or you're fishing in a little bit deeper water, the size 4 can be a bit better. Now, reason number one why we use the cheaper jigs is because where we're fishing is very, very snaggy, and even if you don't think you've sunk your lure down very deep, sometimes we accidentally get snagged and you lose your lure. So, you know, it's hard to justify throwing $20, $30 squid jigs, you know, those real high-end ones around reef where you are probably going to lose a few, especially when these ones work for us. And secondly, we don't actually squid very often, just sort of every now and again, a few times a year. We absolutely love it. It's good fun. They taste delicious and I wish we did more. But yeah, we just keep it very basic and it's worked for us, as you saw in the video. It also pays to have a few different colors of squid jigs. Our favorites have been pink, orange and yellow so far. Now in saying all of this, do I think you would get more squid if you use better quality tackle? Yes, I do. First of all, if you just used a lighter outfit with lighter leader like your flathead setup, that is absolutely fine. You know, using up to 10-pound leader, that would probably be a lot better. Squid aren't a species that are going to bust you off on anything or, you know, rub you off with sharp teeth or anything like that, so you can go lighter leader to get more bites. They have that really big eye, as you might have seen, so I definitely think lighter leader gets better bites. And of course, if you want to opt for those more expensive jigs, more realistic looking, maybe with a better action even, I dare say you would get a fair few more squid too. But if you're just going to do it every now and again, or you want to just do it on a budget like we are, you know, the cheaper jigs are fine. If you're ever over really snaggy reef and you want to see if there's squid there, I'd use cheaper jigs for a start, and then if they get a bit fussy, then go up to your more expensive ones. Now, I also have 2 more tips, because if you guys have watched this far into the video, I really do appreciate it, so you guys deserve them. Now, I forgot to mention in the video that squid love clean water, so that's why a lot of people target them in winter, and after a southerly breeze is probably better, which blows in that nice clean water rather than a northerly, which stirs the water up here in southeast Queensland. So they really love clean water, and fishing around high tides is also best if you're in estuaries or in close to shore. Now, the other tip is to have a second jig ready, because if you're winding one in, a lot of the time there'll be another one following it, and if you pitch another jig in front of that, they're going to eat it. So there's 2 tips for you at the end for you guys that stuck around, because I really appreciate it. Alright, well, that brings us to the end of the video, guys. I really do hope you've learned something and enjoyed the video. As I said, these tips are just basic, but they're pretty important, and you learn pretty quick how you can multiply your numbers of squid per session by getting a few things right. Until next time, guys, tight lines and happy fishing or squidding.